These school notebooks were to have flown off the shelves next week when the Greek school year begins. They're unusable now because they sat on the lower shelves of this stationery shop in the village of Palamas, which was flooded. Down the street, there's a stench of spoiled meat from 2 butcher shops, and the local supermarket is throwing everything out, $250,000 worth of damage in this business alone. Police have come from all over the country, fearing an outbreak of lawlessness, but angry residents said that's not the kind of state aid they were looking for.
3
years ago, Karditsa was flooded, and now it happened in the surrounding villages. No flood prevention had been done. Millions have been spent, but on nothing substantial. We are living with climate change now. Things are going to get worse. People need to be able to live, work, and invest in their locality. Otherwise, they should tell us this area is uninhabitable and we should leave.
The government admitted it took 3 years merely to assign an updated national flood risk assessment that'll take 2 more years to carry out. An opposition MP says it has dragged its feet.
We published the first maps in 2018 where Thessaly and especially Volos are painted red. Red meant danger. Instead of dictating a plan to try and at least limit danger from flooding, the government ignored this. This huge delay is an admission of incompetence and failure.
There is anger against authority here. When the head of the regional government visited Palamas, this is what happened. People here are not only ruined, they have taken on much of the rescue. They feel abandoned and are bracing themselves for the death count.
I've never cried, but yesterday I cried. We saw people floating inside their homes through the windows. We didn't count how many, but we couldn't do anything for them. I believe we're going to have a high death toll. When the water level drops, we'll see the number of bodies. Yesterday in Kaskinas, we saw the claw marks on windows of people who tried to get out of their homes.
The government says that the fire service has rescued nearly 3,000 people, and it will start paying emergency compensation of $5,000 to $8,500 on Monday. But it has kept silent on the number of missing and drowned, and some people here don't believe that the full death toll will ever be made public. In the meantime, local volunteers are still doing everything they can to keep that death toll from rising further. Psaropoulos, Al Jazeera, in the village of Palamas in central Greece.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.